What's up guys, it's Paul Leach, and I want to tell you about one thing that could change your life. Do you ever wonder why the same things happen to you over and over again? Or maybe you just ponder the biggest mysteries of the cosmos. Or maybe you just want to know why your dang pants won't fit anymore. Well, guess what? You're in luck, because today I'm going to tell you one of the biggest secrets to the universe. The reason for that last one probably is not a secret. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the Fibonacci series, which is this number right here. You get this series by adding up the first two numbers to get the next number. So 1 plus 1 equals 2, 2 plus 1 equals 3, 3 plus 2 equals 5. Now using the Fibonacci series, we can get a graphical form of it right here called the golden ratio. And what the golden ratio is, each side is divided into two segments. If you take the larger segment and divide it by the smaller segment, it is the exact same ratio as if you take the overall segment divided by the larger segment. Confusing? It's okay, don't worry about it. What's important is for you to see where that line is bisected, somewhere between 1/2 and 1/3 of the way through. And here's the important thing is, that proportion is everywhere. If you look at your arm right now, from your shoulder to your fingertip, your elbow is right at the golden proportion mark. If you look at your leg from your hip to your toe, your knee is at the golden proportion. If you look at your finger from the tip of your finger to the base, this first knuckle is at the golden proportion. If you look at someone's face from the top of their head to their chin, their eye is at the golden proportion. It is everywhere. You can see it in Da Vinci's Vitruvian Man, where the fin on a dolphin is placed, how your ear is shaped, the proportions of an insect's body, architecture, cinematography, biomechanics. That proportion is everywhere. But now it gets even better. If you look at this shape again, at the rectangle, and you draw a spiral through it, that spiral is the spiral of all of nature. Leaves, sunflowers, the way bees dance, storm systems, shape of galaxies, ocean waves, shells, everything. So I know you're like, yeah, what's the point? Well, here's the secret. Everything is the same. Everything. What I'm talking about is a theory in physics called supersymmetry, or SUSY for short, which means that there is a template to the universe, a Rosetta Stone, which is in everything, a repeating pattern everywhere. So why is this a secret? Well, so if you're the kind of person who wants to understand how the cosmos works, you just have to understand the small and you understand the large, because it's all the same. Systems repeat themselves from the small to the large. Supersymmetry. So let me give you an example. I was flying back from New York City back to Los Angeles, and I'm looking out of the plane over the topography of the Earth, and it suddenly strikes me that I am like the Earth. What do I mean? Well, for instance, the Earth is about 70% water. Guess what percent of my body is water? About 70%. So I am very similar to the Earth in terms of my makeup. So the Earth and me are similar, even down to the minerals that are in my body. Supersymmetry. Now, you're probably thinking, how do I apply this on a personal level? Well, it also applies to behavioral science. Let me give you an example. When I first moved to Los Angeles, I was a personal trainer. I had many different clients from different backgrounds, but you could always tell how successful a person was in their career by how they worked out. Because we do everything the same, whether it's working out, our relationships, our career, barring outside circumstances, people do everything the same. So the clients of mine who worked out hard, didn't complain, gave it 100% no matter what, They not only had the best results in working out, but they were also the most successful people in life. Not surprising. Conversely, the people who skipped out on their workouts, complained all the time, cheated on their diets, those people were not very disciplined, and that lack of discipline usually carried over into every other aspect of their life. Supersymmetry. So if you go on a date with somebody and that person is rude to the waiter, is rude to the people around them, that person is probably like that in everything. If you hang out with a friend and they are irresponsible with things, they are probably like that with everything. Or maybe it's you, maybe you're irresponsible, maybe you complain all the time, and maybe that's why the same things keep happening to you over and over again. But here's the good news, is you can change that. You don't have to accept everything being the same all the time. So say for instance, maybe you're depressed or down a lot. Well, you may not be able to change that, but what you can change, you can start working out. You can start jogging. You can start doing something physically active. By starting to disrupt your normal system by being physically active, for example, you can change the entire system. Because if you start doing that, it carries over into everything in your life because you do everything the same. And if you want to change the system, you have to disrupt the system. Supersymmetry. So again, one of the biggest secrets to the universe is everything is the same. On a personal level, you can look at cycles in your life and things that you do, that you can change those if everything keeps on happening the same way. You can disrupt the system. You can look at other people who you hang around or you're trying to date and look at small things that they do, and that it's indicative of larger things. We call these red flags. They're red flags for a reason. And so when you see little things people do, again, they do everything the same. If you go out with somebody and they're very nice to people, or they help the homeless, or they're very nurturing or loving towards even people they just met, that person's probably like that with everyone because they're the same. Or on a larger scale, if you want to understand the secrets to the universe, look at the little things. So I was thinking about macro politics and some geotrends, and the thought came to my mind about cancer. And what is cancer? Cancer is the body turning on itself. And what is the problem in most countries and most political parties and most families and most churches? It's usually the people or the body turning on itself. It's all the same. So guys, now when you go out, look at the world through different eyes. When you see a wave on the ocean, you're also seeing the shape of galaxies. When you see people behaviorally doing something in little things, you're also seeing how they handle everything in life, including your own. So guys, what do you think about supersymmetry and how it applies to behavioral science and the universe in general? So until next time, I have to find some bigger pants. Talk to you soon.